stay tuned because at the very end, we're going to look at Jalen Hurts and we're going to look at since he won the Super Bowl, what is his price done of his cards? Do they go up? Do they go down? It's pretty much a trend every time someone wins. We'll get into it shortly. And we're going to jump in with some big or record-breaking card sales. This LeBron James, not a record, but on Saturday, his 2003 Upper Deck Exquisite rookie patch auto, one of his biggest, most iconic rookie cards, one of his biggest, most iconic rookie cards, sold for $1.1 million, almost $1.2 million with Goldin Auction. It's the second James RPA from the set to eclipse the $1 million mark in the past 5 weeks. So this card sold 5 weeks ago for a similar price. And at the same auction, Caitlin Clark broke a record for the highest card sold for a female athlete, or probably just a female in general, because I can't imagine any other card going for this price. But it went for $366,000. I'll post it next to me. It's in the same Goldin Auction on Saturday. This is a mouthful. 2024 Panini Prism WNBA Signatures Gold Vinyl Prism card. It's numbered 1 of 1. It received a perfect grade 10, a perfect auto 10, and someone paid $366,000 for it. It set a record again for women's sports card. It shattered. I wouldn't say shattered, but it did beat the previous record. I was surprised to see Serena Williams back in 2022, her rookie patch auto, so rookie autograph with the patch in it. I didn't even know that existed because 2003 Net Pro, I own several of her base cards. I was on that kick. It's in a box somewhere. And apparently there's a 1 of 1. Am I reading this right? I don't know if it's a 1 of 1, but it sold May 22nd. No. May 2022. I assume this card would be less today than it was then because card prices have fallen. But it sold for $266,000. Shocking. That's a lot of money. So this card, Caitlin Clark beat it by $100,000. That's a new record. There was one other sale that I want to go over before we move on, just because it's noteworthy, is that Shohei Ohtani had his first card, new record for most expensive Ohtani card. It's his first card to break $1 million. This was a Sunday auction, not the same one from Goldin Auctions, and it's Ohtani's first 7-figure baseball card. It's the first card. It says 1 of 1, 2024 Topps Dynasty Black Autograph. It was through Heritage Auctions, and the final sale was of $1 million, a little over $1 million, $1,067,000. Beautiful looking card with the MLB emblem patch. His gold auto shows 1 of 1. It got a mint 9 and an auto 9, so he's in 10 out of 10. No, but it doesn't really matter when it's a 1 of 1. There's no others, and this price shows that it didn't matter. They didn't get a 10, only got a 9 because it still sold his first card to ever sell for $1 million. Sticking with baseball, a little off sports cards. Baseball started, a week or two ago, and there's already some controversy.
The Yankees redesigned their bats, and they are crushing. The Yankees this offseason made newly designed bats that move more wood into the label, so the hardest part of the bat strikes the ball, giving them a beefed-up look. So far, the innovative bats are working to perfection. The Yanks just hit a franchise record 9 home runs in a single game.
On Saturday, I believe. Yeah, Saturday. The Yankees broke their team record, hitting 9 home runs. Aaron Judge hit 3 of them, not with the new Torpedo bat, but 6 players, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, and Jazz Chisholm, also homered in that game using the new Torpedo bat. I'll put the design next to me. I'm sure you've seen it by now. I think it was created by someone in the Marlins organization. I know the Marlins have a player using it. Most of the talk I hear, Dan Patrick, several others saying this bat is within the rules, and as long as it's in the rules, hey, we're good to go. The bat shall be smooth, round stick, not more than 2.61 inches diameter. The thickest part of the bat must not be more than 42 inches in length. The bat shall be 1 piece of wood. Here's my argument. If teams are going to make a mockery of the sport and just be hitting 5-10 home runs a game, we have guys plethora of players hitting over 50 home runs, someone nearing 80 to 100 home runs, and the league will put a stop to it. So depending how OP or overpowered these bats are, it will depend the rules. Right now, it meets the rules. If people are just hitting them out of the ballpark like this left and right with these bats, and it's obvious players with the bats have better power numbers, then we're either going to see everyone starting to use these bats, including Aaron Judge, and he's had plenty of success, I guess, with the other bat. Why change? Maybe it's in his head at this point. Or there's going to be a rule change. I expect to be a rule change. I don't know how OP the bats are, but a Yankees team record, 9 home runs. Take Judges out, you get 6. Comment below what's your take on the bats. You like them, you don't like them.
The Eagles' specialty, the push. Just watch the push, watch the surge.
It's a long way to go on the push, but it doesn't matter. They still get it.
In there, touchdown. You do whatever you can, but whatever it is, it's not going to
The
work.
NFL votes tomorrow, depending when you're watching this video, April 1st, Tuesday. The NFL has some votes for rule changes. One of the rule changes that was presented by the Green Bay Packers was, hey, no more tush push. And that will be voted on tomorrow. From what I've seen, what I've read, it sounds like there's a good chance it will be approved, that the tush push will be gone. No more tush push. No matter what words I use, tush push might be outlawed. The Eagles, from what I'm reading, are a little frustrated about that because they say they've drafted players to fit the mold. Also, if you have Jalen Hurts in a dynasty league, still very valuable, but his value definitely ticks down a bit because he gets all those touchdowns from the tush push, and that's a lot of fantasy points. Let's jump to Jalen Hurts. So if we do look at Jalen Hurts rookie cards, he came in the league in 2020. Here's his Prism rookie. And man, I have been preaching, hey, don't buy those rookie cards. Don't buy quarterback rookie cards. Don't buy quarterback rookie cards. Have we hit a point where the pendulum swings? Nobody's buying quarterback rookie cards. I mean, you could get his PSA 10 Prism for $60. That's after him hitting a Super Bowl, winning a Super Bowl. He's been to 2 now. In a PSA 9, you can get this thing for $16. The pop counts are not ridiculous. They're on the mid to high side, but they're not high. There's only 3,000 a little above in a PSA 10 and a little above 5,000 in a PSA 9. There's not like there's 30,000 of these things floating around. There's less than 10,000 in good grade. Yet again, for a PSA 9, it's $16. For a PSA 10, it's $60. And let's look real quick at the PSA 10 chart. This is the same thing. I've sold Mahomes cards after the Super Bowls. This is the same thing with almost any winner. You can almost, we could also look at Jason Tatum if we have time, depending. I'll type in Tatum after the Celtics win a championship. But it shows here. So in October through January, there's not much movement. Overall, it's steady, mid price $40. Maybe it's ticked up, average price $45, $50. Start of the playoffs, early January, this thing does nothing but rise. I mean, you're seeing sales of 60. It was selling for under $40. Okay, I have a sale here January 9th, $33, and there's sales less than that. And then all of a sudden, January 19th, $49. January 24th, $60. As the playoff push continues, January 26th, $67. January 29th, $80. It peaked on January 30th for about 120. Not many sales over 100, maybe just 1 or 2. And then after the Super Bowl win, after February 16th, it's back at 70. And today, this card, 56, 55, 53, the most recent sale, 60. So again, through the playoff push, you're looking at sales above $80. And now that he's won the Super Bowl, the card's back down to 60 and maybe trickling a little bit further down. So it's a good note to take that as players make it through the playoffs, their card prices, as they continue to push further and further, the hype, the build, oh my God, they're going to win the championship. And then the league ends, and then the season's over, and then the hype fades, even if they win, and it starts to tickle back down. Let's real quick, and we'll end shortly, is look at the Jason, does he spell his name with a Y? Let's just put Tatum. Jason Tatum, yeah, does spell his name with a Y. Let's just real quick, I'll post it next to me, his 2017 Prism card. So they won the NBA Finals in April, May, June of 2024. So we do need to look back a year. So let me change this to a year, and the same damn thing. You can see the high. I mean, I actually needed 2 years to see. 2 years doesn't look good. It's hard to follow. But a year, that is weird. They win the championship in June. The card is already fallen. In May of in the playoff push, 160. This is interesting, to say the least. By the time they win the championship, this card's selling for roughly $145. Down from 180. Again, after they win the championship, the card you have to get rid of it towards the end of the playoffs. Whether they're going to win or not, get rid of it. Get rid of it in the conference finals, or as before the Super Bowl, or right before the NBA finals, or during the NBA finals, because you can see after this card goes from, okay, it's finals time, we're about 150. And after the finals, it hits a floor of, it seems to not want to break 100. And then come the end of summer, this card is selling for $93. $94, some $107, $92, $96. So again, it seems like it shouldn't work that way. It's counterintuitive, but as a player creeps up in the postseason, when they win, then the offseason hits and the card generally falls. So if you're looking to get rid of it after. If you're looking to buy it after. Next week, we will take a look at, again, some of the biggest card news. It's kind of a last week. If you haven't seen last week's video, go check it out. There's way more card news, way bigger news. This week's kind of a dry week with card news. We'll also take a look at the NFL draft and names that might be chase cards. The Final Four is coming up. The video probably won't air. Duke has 3 players in the Final Four that should be drafted in the top 10. Obviously, one of them, Cooper Flagg, should be the #1 overall pick. Knipple's another guy, funniest name in the world. Knipple is another Duke player if you've been watching March Madness. And then let me just scroll down because there's one player for Florida that should go to the NBA next year, and one player, Johnny Broome for Auburn, 6'10", 22 years old. He should go to the NBA, so look out for him over the Final Four. And then in Florida, if I can find it real quick, Florida also had anyways, next week we'll dive deeper into the NFL draft, some names you might hear as a chase card coming in the future NFL products, and we'll go over some of the biggest card and sports news. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Horry, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.